Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be flushing out our power steering fluid out of our reservoir on the 100 series Land Cruiser, so it doesn't look like this, and it's a lot cleaner, runs smoother, and it saves your power steering pump. So stay tuned, keep watching, hit subscribe. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is remove our power steering reservoir. There's a little tab right there, and of course I had to make it difficult and put my switch panel here. I think I should be able to access it. It's just a little small tab. You can pinch it from the top, I think, or if not, it's going to be from the bottom. Because I can't get to that clip, I'm gonna take off the bracket. It's probably easier. It's just 3 bolts, 12 millimeters. Alright, so now we loosen that up. Now there's a little clip right here. It'll probably be a lot easier to access it. But I'll just end up taking the whole thing apart. So what we're going to do is this line right here is the line that pushes back into it from the power steering, and this is the one that goes into it. So what we want to do is obviously disconnect both and drain what's in here so we can clean this out so there's no dirt or contaminated ATF fluid, which is automatic transmission fluid. So what we're going to be using, obviously, as I mentioned, we're going to be using the Toyota automatic transmission fluid. This is the Dextron 3. This isn't cheap. There's cheaper products out there, but I just had these already in my garage, so I'm going to use these instead of going to purchase them. These are, could get up to 20 bucks, I think, per quart. I think anywhere from 16 to 20, something like that. But what we're going to do is clean this out. We're going to take this out and drain it and put a water bottle. Make sure you put a rag because you are going to be spilling. We're going to keep that water bottle right there just in case. Let's see. We're going to pull this. Time for some new hoses, but these ain't cheap either, at least from the dealership. So I don't know when the last time somebody changed these out, but changed out the fluid. All right. Got it. Finally. I wonder if this cap will work. Oh. Where'd it go? Did work. All right, so this is gonna be draining our line. We're gonna put this right here. I'm gonna put that like that, so it dumps all the stinky, all the old oil power steering fluid into this one. I'm just going to try to sit it as straight as possible so it doesn't tip over. There we go. Like this, like that. Now we're going to take this one out because we're going to clean this out. I'm sure it's gonna work a lot better because it's really stinky. Sheesh. All right, now let's dump this or put it in a container and clean it out. Show you how dirty it was. Drained it out. That's how dark it was. I don't know if they've ever done, or the previous owners had ever done this before, but it was pretty bad. Take this plug out. So what I did is I just ended up keep spraying it and closing it and shaking it up with brake cleaner, and I think that might have helped out. Obviously, the more we do this throughout the lifespan of the Land Cruiser, the better. But if you wanted to pick one of these up brand new, you can. I'll put a link on the description below. They're not cheap. I think they're like $200-300. Maybe like $200 or $150, something like that. Anyways, we're gonna keep this plug. We're gonna keep our other line that went here into our water bottle, and then obviously there's already some fluid in there. What we're gonna do is plug this one back in. Put it all the way back in, and we're going to put our clamp back on. Actually, let's just go ahead. I already mounted the bracket back on. I'm gonna slide this down like that. I'm gonna put this back on. Eventually I want to replace these hoses because they look like they're kind of dried out. We got that back on, so we're going to fill this up with our Toyota ATF fluid. So this fluid is gonna return back in, and it's gonna eventually, what you wanna do is once this starts to turn red, that means this has gone through the whole system. I don't think I have that much ATF, so I'm gonna just put as much as I can for the time being. We're gonna fill it all the way up. Obviously, doing this process is to not create any air bubbles in the system. Okay, let's see where we're at. That thing's still so dirty. Don't worry, you can fill it all the way up. We're gonna recirculate all the dirty stuff out. That's a whole quart already in there. And we're at the minimum. We might have to go get some more. That's literally topping it off. By having the key on the off position, but where it frees the wheel up, you're gonna have a helper go to the right and left. I'm gonna have her go to the right. So go right, all the way, and it's pouring all the dirty stuff into this one, and obviously draining from here. Is that all the way? Yeah. All right, now go all the way to the left. Yeah. What you want to do is you don't want to empty this out completely. So right now we're still at the minimum. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit more. Okay, we topped it off. Now go to the right. Keep your eye out on the bottle here. Okay, stop. So I'm gonna have her stop because we filled it all the way to the top, and we're gonna swap it out with the new bottle. You're gonna have to keep a couple bottles on hand. Put this one back in here. Okay, keep going to the right. Okay, now go to the left. Obviously keeping an eye on your fluid. And we're gonna add some more. Okay, go to the right. Hold. Go to the left. I'm starting to see some red color coming to the bottle. So I think we might be done here. Let's put a little bit more. I'm gonna top it off for one more time. Okay, go to the left, right. Okay, stop. We filled up this bottle again. And I'm starting to see red, so it looks like we're pretty good. Okay, go to the right again. Stop. Okay, we're good. Thank you. Take the key out. Okay, so we filled it up. You got some amber on there, some red coloring. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back into here. Be careful, this is gonna spill because there's still some in there. I'm gonna take this out. Again, we're gonna plug it right back in. Plug it right back in. Just like that. Keep your towel here still. Wipe down our area. We're gonna make sure we're full. We're at our minimum hot, and it's actually cold right now, so we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna we did clean our cover up. We're gonna put our cover on and then wipe it down, clean our area. Looks a lot nicer. Again, we're gonna eventually replace these hoses. They're like, I think $100 or so. They're not cheap. But again, the maintenance for you to have to replace these ever again will probably be another 200,000 miles, so it's worth the $100. Clean this area up so that if there is some leaks, we could identify it. But there, we're at the minimum hot. We're a little bit higher, but we should be good. Let's go ahead and start it up. I turned on the vehicle, and I did a couple times too. I'm gonna go ahead and top it off so that we have our right amount of power steering fluid. Right now, it's on cold minimum, so we're gonna bump it up a little bit, add a little bit more. Right there, we're gonna have it on the max cold. We're gonna monitor it throughout the next couple days, and that should be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on how to flush out your power steering fluid reservoir or power steering pump, and add new fluid to your 100 series Land Cruiser. Hit a subscribe and a thumbs up. and I'll catch you on the next one.